Welcome to your PWC Connections, a monthly look at Fayetteville's hometown utility, the Public Works Commission of the City of Fayetteville. I'm your host, Courtney Lucas. Cease the grease. Sewer overflows caused by grease blockages are on the rise, but they don't have to be. There's a very simple way to prevent this major problem, and it won't cost you a dime. Find out how in today's Inside PWC. Do you have what it takes to become a green superhero? Your mission? To improve air quality and protect the environment. Today in the Greenway, we'll meet a few of Cumberland County's very own green superheroes, who will share with us why improving the quality of the air we breathe is so important to them. Then, have you ever wondered what all that information on your PWC bill means? If you're like many customers, your eyes go straight to the amount due box, but there's plenty of useful information throughout your statement. A PWC customer service rep explains in Inside PWC. And finally, Conservation Corner. Be sure to stay tuned for information about a few of our seasonal customer incentive programs. These programs won't be around forever, so don't delay and earn your bill credit today. All that in Gabby too, so stay tuned.
Basically, the reason we're out here the past few days is there was a sewer overflow. The overflow was caused by grease in the lines, and we're out here to clean it up, get it out of the line, and then we're putting a camera into the line to make sure we're getting it all out. The camera, it follows behind the trucks that are actually cleaning out all the grease, just making sure it gets all the grease out, making sure that there's not any roots that the grease was getting hung on to cause more blockages. They call it a vacuum truck, but it's a combination truck because it does a combination of cleaning and vacuuming, and that's what they're doing. A couple streets down, they're cleaning and vacuuming all the grease out. Grease is a problem because customers pour it down the drain not knowing what it does. It goes down the drain into the sewer mains, and it just sticks to the sides of the walls, and after time it just builds up and builds up and builds up before you know it clogs up the pipe. Wherever the overflow happened, we'll usually go in and go several sections up and several sections down to clean all of those sections to make sure wherever the blockage was, we clean. People think just because it's a small amount that it doesn't matter, but when you take one person, then another person, and another, and you got your whole neighborhood doing the same thing, then it builds up and it builds up. And even though it's liquid, when it gets into the sewer mains, it solidifies and sticks to the walls, and that's causing the stoppages, and that's causing the overflows into the storm drains into lakes. It just causes a big mess. The problem we have with restaurants is if they don't have their grease traps cleaned out on a regular basis, then the grease is escaping from the grease traps into the laterals going into the sewer mains, and it's doing the same thing. It builds up and it builds up, and then there's another overflow. To properly dispose of the grease, as far as household, they have the fat trappers you can get through PWC, or another way is just to take an old jar that you're not using, dump it into there. When it gets full, dispose of it in your waste. Definitely do not pour down the drain. And as far as disposable wipes, they're not completely disposable. They break down over time, so they still cause problems with the sewer system. Baby wipes, people flush with baby wipes not even thinking about it. They cause the same problems as rags, paper towels. They'll get caught. I've been on several jobs where laterals are clogged up with baby wipes. People just don't think about it. They just flush them. And just because a wipe or a paper towel says flushable, when you flush them, it takes a long time to degrade. It's not instantaneous. They still cause problems with the sewer. The way it affects the customers with the grease and the overflows is there's manholes in people's yards, in the front yards or in the backyards, and if there's an overflow, that overflow will happen in the backyard, or can happen in the backyard where your kids and your dogs are playing, and that's very unsanitary. So when you're dumping this down the drain, think about your kids. I mean, your kids will be playing in this. Another problem that grease can cause is overflows and backups coming into the house. If there's a house and a low-lying, at the bottom of a hill, let's say, the sewer's going to go to the path of least resistance, and that can be coming up into someone's house through their toilets, their sinks, their showers, and just cause a really big mess in your house. The reason I dispose of grease properly is I see what it does on a daily basis. Every day we always find grease. No matter what neighborhood, what area, there's always grease. And it's a big problem, and it's such an easy thing to take care of. It would make everyone's life a lot easier if people would just dispose of it properly. It would save us time, it would save our environment, and it would save our kids' environment for future.
I'm a green superhero because I recycle. I don't like to, I like to clean up the earth. I like to keep the air clean. The poster contest was really fun. Ms. Sheffield told us all about air quality. This is my first year doing this. I liked about it because it would help me learn more about air quality and how to save the earth, pollution, how smoke brings to China. China makes all the factories which bring pollution in the air, and so China's filled with pollution like smoke, and some Chinese people die of the pollution. I want it to be clean so us united people will not die like the Chinese people do.
Well, I really like to help the environment. I like to help the country. I save electricity. I don't use lots of water when I brush my teeth. I take shorter showers, and I help the environment and not pollute, because we'll get dirty air and we can't breathe. We'll have to get oxygen tanks, because if we don't breathe, we won't survive. I'm a green superhero, and you should be a green superhero too.
I did because we had it in our school, and then everyone did it, so it's kind of like it's saving the earth, and not littering and turning off the lights. Because if it's dirty, it's not good for the planet. Be a green superhero.
It means to help keep the earth clean and stop people from polluting it. Turn off the lights and stop driving cars less, so we don't have to breathe in bad air. And if we pollute bad air, it can make everything unhealthy. I'm a green superhero, and I want you to be a green superhero too.
What a green superhero is someone who helps who helps the earth by not polluting, and by not burning trash and turning off their lights and not using too much electricity. Because if you don't help our earth like that, it could be polluted, and it wouldn't be a very good place to live. When I grow up, I want to have clean air. I'm a green superhero, and I want you to be a green superhero too.
It means not to pollute air and to recycle things that you don't need to throw in the garbage, and throw things in the garbage that you need to throw in the garbage.
If you don't have clean air, you can maybe cause a scarcity, and scarcities are bad because the community might be filled with garbage. When I grow up, I want to have clean air. I'm a green superhero, and I want you to be a green superhero too.
Well, my art teacher was really enthusiastic about it, and I think that clean air is good for the community, and that it was just really fun to participate in art because I really like art. It just means helping out around your neighborhood and just small things like recycling and helping around your community, your schools, and your environment. I'm a green superhero, and I want you to be a green superhero too.
I participated because I think it's really important to be a green superhero because, I mean, it's good to keep the air clean because you can breathe better, and polluting the earth is a really bad thing, and it's not going to help the earth become any better. It was really good because, I mean, it's teaching you to be a better person when you're reducing, reusing, and recycling. Examples are like not leaving the water running and turning off lights and, you know, just not littering, because all these things can affect pollution and the earth in a very bad way. I am a green superhero, and I would like for you to become a green superhero too.
It's very important to combine art with all sorts of different things through the air quality poster contest because art crosses over into all parts of the curriculum, all parts of life. It's important to show the students that at a young age. It is part of the art curriculum to talk about global awareness, to talk about, you know, being involved with the community, the graphic arts and layout of doing the poster contest. It's important to learn how to write to a theme in the academic side in ELA, in their academics at school, but it's also important to be able to draw to a theme. It helps the brain. So they learn things like block lettering and centering their theme, making sure to include that theme and also have supporting pictures and facts on their poster. So it all develops skills that are good that they'll use later on. Well, the kids were very excited about this year's theme, Be a Green Superhero. It combined, you know, they're pretty excited about drawing superheroes, and then I related it to how they could be a superhero and they could do their part in cleaning the world. And what I try to teach them is maybe you feel like one person can't do it all, but when you start adding one to another one, and it kind of made me excited that I always have kids that come in and say, we've never recycled before, but now we're recycling, and I taught my mom and dad how it's important. And so, you know, just doing it one at a time. You know, in my classroom we also practice being green superheroes, and it used to be that when we were done with scrap paper, it would just be thrown out. Now we recycle the scraps, but we also have a big bucket of scraps, so if they need a small piece of paper for something, they know to go to that bucket of scraps that we keep instead of wasting a whole big piece of paper. I'm a green superhero, and you can be a green superhero too.
The main question we get is they're looking at the bills and they want to know their total amount, because there was a change in the bill. At the top of the bill it tells them on one amount, and at the bottom is actually what they need to pay. So they want to know how much they have to pay. They see 3 different amounts at the top. So that's our main question: how much is my bill? Basic facility charge is the charge that you get for the usage of the meter that is provided to your home. You're being provided electricity, you're going to have a basic facility charge for your electric, and that's for the maintenance of your meter. That's the meter that we're providing, and where PWC is telling you that we're going to take care of this meter. That's our responsibility, and you're paying for that charge. Part of the bill is their street light charge, or the charge that they have on their account for street lights is for the maintenance for street lights, making sure that they're on, for their security at all times, and it's for everyone. So that's why everyone has to pay for this charge. And they think that they're paying for somebody else's bill, but it's actually everyone has to pay for that. And it's for security and the maintenance of it, to make sure that they're working at all times, and if they go out, you know, that's our responsibility as PWC to make sure that this is provided for them. And that's a charge that pertains to schools, churches, businesses, and in homes, and even if you live in a mobile home park, you're still getting charged for your street light. I always try to explain to people those are just like you on your cell phones. You're paying for maintenance for, you know, if something happens, you're paying for, it's a maintenance that's required for you, but it's also for the security and to keep the areas lit up. So everyone needs to contribute to that. The difference between an area light and a street light is the area light is a personal request from the customer. Most private homes, they may want that light in their backyard, on the side of the yard, which is not in the regular form of a street light, so they have to pay for that individually. And a lot of businesses, they have the regular street lights that come in the area, but for their extra area lights, they have to put in that request to have them put in. So they may have 20 poles out, but they're paying for those poles for their business, so it's for their security. But the area lights is strictly personal. You have to request for those. You'll see our area light charge on your bill, and you'll see the difference because it'll say AL for area lights, and those are only for customers who have requested to have an area light installed on their property. A lot of customers are concerned that they're paying for services that they are not responsible for instance, whenever the city is lighting up for Christmas, but we do try to let our customers know that it's not their responsibility. All these services are metered to one particular unit, to whoever is paying for the bill in that area, that section. So you're not being charged for Christmas lights unless they're your Christmas light plugged up in your yard. There's a charge on the PWC bills that says REPS, which is a North Carolina Renewable Energy Charge. It is a statewide charge for energy consuming customers. PWC does not make revenue off of this charge. On the customer's bill, there's an area that says dates of service. And what that is from the last time we read the meter to the next time we read the meter. And within those days, it's going to be a time frame. And it could be general 29 days to maybe 31, maybe 32 days. And that comes from when the field service tech goes out and read the meter. There may be one meter reader for your electric. So he may come on one day. And your water and sewer may get read on another day by another field service tech. The wholesale power adjustment is a charge that PWC has from where we buy our energy from Duke. Customers may use more or use less. So you may see on your bill where you have a negative $1 and some change, and that comes from the fact that we save money that month. If you may see where it may be a few cents more the next month or less, it just comes from it's just from the usage that we have, but that is pre-bought power that we're using. The inside outside charges that you see on your bill is based on the area you live in. You may live in the city limits of Fayetteville, you're going to get an inside charge. If you live on the outside limits they call Cumberland County, you're going to get an outside charge. There's a part of the bill that a lot of customers are not aware that informs them of, say perhaps if we have not received the payment, and it's really your disconnect notice. If we're saying that this is an oversight and maybe perhaps you're not aware that you're past your due date, this is to let you know that maybe you want to go ahead and give us a call to make a payment or even get a payment arrangement because you're subject to disconnection. A lot of customers are concerned about the graphs that are no longer on the bills at this time, and I just want to let them know they are coming back, and it is a good visual to see where your levels are. Project People Who Care is located on your bill for you to donate extra funds towards this project. This project collects funds that go to the Salvation Army to help assist with people with their electric bills. Also located on the PWC bill is a bill message, and it gives you little tips and ideas on ways to conserve and save energy or to save water. On the back of the PWC bill It gives you information on the different type of charges that you have on your bill. It'll tell you the kilowatt and information on that sort of thing. And it also gives you payment locations. It gives you our service hours, when we're open and when we're closed, and when our customer service center is open also. Customers have many avenues of contacting PWC if they have any questions or any concerns about their bill. Customers can go online, go to their My Account Manager and look up the information. They can also email us at customer.service@faypwc.com. Customers can call PWC from 8 to 8, or they can come and visit us in the office from 8:30 to 5:30 to speak with one of our customer service reps with any concerns about their bills.
Toilets are the biggest source of water consumption in a home. The average household can save over 10,300 gallons of water per year by replacing just one toilet that uses 3.5 gallons per flush with a high-efficiency toilet. For a limited time only, Fayetteville PWC is offering water and sewer customers the opportunity to earn a bill credit of $100 by purchasing and installing a WaterSense labeled high-efficiency toilet. There is a limit of 3 credits per account holder per household. This limited time offer is valid from April 1st through July 31st, 2015.
Do your part. Be water smart and save money with PWC's new Rain Sensor Incentive Program. It may be hard to believe, but the water used for your irrigation system can consume up to 40% of your total water usage during the hot summer months. Fayetteville PWC is offering water customers an incentive to add a rain sensor to their irrigation systems. Rain sensors are devices that can be attached to an automatic irrigation system to monitor rainfall levels. When a certain amount of rainfall is detected, the rain sensor temporarily overrides the controller to prevent unnecessary irrigation. Once the rain sensor dries out, the system operates according to the timer. The incentive is equal to the retail cost of the rain sensor, up to a maximum of $50. Any current residential or commercial water and/or irrigation customer is eligible to participate as long as they don't already have a rain sensor device installed. And only new, qualifying models of rain sensors will be eligible for the bill credit. The program is valid April 1st through September 30th, 2015. Customers must agree to an on-site audit by a PWC conservation specialist after the rain sensor is purchased and installed. For complete program details, water irrigation tips, and information about PWC's odd-even outdoor watering schedule, visit our website or give the Customer Programs Call Center a ring at 223-4600.
NC Public Power and your local energy provider have teamed up to provide you with these energy efficiency kits. We're going to go through each item in the kit and let you know how they would help you lower your energy bill. One of the items that you'll find in the kit is a shower head. Traditionally, in most of our homes, we have shower heads that use 5 gallons of water per minute. This particular one uses 2 gallons per minute. And what this will do for you is it'll save you hundreds of gallons of water over the course of a year.
Use a pair of channel lock pliers to loosen and remove your old shower head. Remove any old Teflon tape. Install new Teflon tape. Remember to wrap it clockwise. Screw on the new shower head and tighten with your pliers.
Another item that you're going to find in your kit are 4 compact fluorescent lamps, also known as CFLs. Typically, these lamps use 75% less energy than our standard incandescent bulbs. And the CFLs will typically last 5 to 7 years. Each card is a thermometer and they each do a different job. The first one is a hot water temperature gauge, and what you would do is run a cup of hot water and you literally put this down in the cup and it'll show you the temperature. And what we normally like to see is water temperature at 120 degrees or less. The next thermometer goes in your refrigerator. What you do is you place this in the refrigerator and you read it, and you want your refrigerator to be in the ideal range. And the last one is simply a room thermometer. You can place this in your room or above your thermostat and it'll read out what the current temperature is in your room. This is a water-based sealant that you're going to use underneath your sinks. And normally what we have underneath sinks are our plumbing pipes go through the wall. You would use this sealant to seal around that hole. Another great place to use the sealant is up in attics. If you have any vertical pipe going through the attic, through the floor of your attic, you would spray this around the hole to seal it. Both of these options of sealing do two things. It keeps air from coming in and coming out, and also keep bugs from coming into your house. The way the filter whistle operates is you put these two pieces on either side of your filter, and the filter will whistle when your filter gets dirty.
Simply open your return air vent using a coin or screwdriver. If your filter is dirty, discard the old one and install the whistle on your new filter. Cut a slit in the filter, then place one part on either side and snap them together.
NC Public Power is happy to provide these energy kits. These kits are an easy way to help you lower your energy bill.
Finally, a fan letter. And dear Gabby, we love you so much. We never miss you on television. Oh, don't ever go away. I just have to write something in response. What will I say? What could I say? What could I possibly...
Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much.
Gabby. Oh, hello. Just taking the time to answer another of the millions of fan letters I get every single week. And once again, we pick only one at random. Here it is now. Dear Gabby, a few days ago, I was enjoying a nice evening with my family, cooking dinner, watching TV, doing a little laundry, just normal day-to-day things around the home, when the power suddenly went out. We were in the dark for a while, but I'm certainly not complaining. I rather enjoyed sitting around the dining room table with my family playing a board game by candlelight. But I'm curious, should I expect to be charged for power during the outage, since technically everything was still on? Wondering if I'll be charged? Charles. Dear Charles, electric meters measure the amount of electric energy that's consumed at your home or your place of work or your church or your school. Well, you get the idea. And electric utilities like PWC use those meters for billing purposes. In a nutshell, power's delivered to your home through the grid, and that power is ready to go at the flip of a switch. Well, during a power outage, that power isn't delivered to your home. You can't be charged for power if no power is available. Don't believe me? Next time you experience an outage, step outside so long as it's safe and take a peek at your meter. It'll be at a standstill. No movement means no power. No power means no charge to you. Think of it like this. You order a huge pepperoni pizza with anchovies and extra cheese. You're expecting that tasty pizza to be delivered to your door. But sometimes things happen and, well, you don't get that pizza. No pizza, no payment for said pizza. Now I'm hungry. You keep those cards and letters coming. Tune in again for your PWC connections on Fayetteville 7. And remember, you can always catch your favorite show on the PWC website, FAYPWC.com. Until next time, I'm Gabby, and more power to you.